contracting a pension law?
No, I haven't done anything.
Why were you moved it? This sounds like a fun.
I didn't say nothing.
For my prelim, as a group, we were given a criteria to which we must meet. The brief was continuity task involving filming and editing, a character opening a door, crossing a room and sitting down in a chair, opposite another character, with whom she/he then exchanges a couple of lines of dialogue. This task should demonstrate match on action, shot reverse shot, and the 180-degree rule. So organising the set, props and actors was a lot easier than for my final product. With the set, the prelim was set in Bridgewater College. There was no need to go to a set destination, as this was just a practice exercise. Whereas in my final product, there was a lot of thought as to where to film compared to the prelim, as we had to take in health and safety as well. In the end, we filmed in Weston-super-Mare. For the props in my prelim, it was not specified in the brief to have any props, but to make our prelim more interesting, we included red cups. For the final, we had to think a lot about what outfits and props we wanted to use. For the final, we had to think a lot about what outfits and props I wanted to use. It was not so simple as the prelim. This is the prop list we had. For my actors in my prelim, we just asked fellow classmates. We did not take into consideration whether they would fit the storyline or not. However, for the final product, we looked on a professional website, Casting Call Pro, but unfortunately our actors that we had pulled out at the last minute. In my prelim, to make sure that we had enough footage, for this we did each shot specifically to what was on the storyboard. We only just had enough footage though to edit together. Although for my final project, I planned that I was going to shoot the whole two scenes from an establishing shot, then the whole thing from a mid shot, then finally do all the close-ups and different angle shots. This way was more effective than the preliminary way, because I then had plenty of footage and a variety of shots to edit together and cut together. In my preliminary task, it was in the brief to follow the 180-degree rule, which we did acceptably well. Therefore, in my final product, I tried to abide by the 180-degree rule, and for each shot I filmed, I made sure I didn't break the rule. For editing the footage, for my preliminary task, I used Premiere Pro to edit together my prelim, but I did not know very well how to use it, and I only used the basics to edit and cut it together. Then, for my final product, I used Premiere Pro in my preliminary task, so I knew the basics, which I then was able to develop my skills and learn to put in effect and change the colour of the video. For my preliminary task, I did not use After Effects in my preliminary task. So when it came to using After Effects for my final product, I had to learn the basics so I could have titles for my final product. So then it looked effective and like a real film opening.